The Nobel Peace Prize committee just snubbed Donald Trump yet again, and this time it is impossible to ignore. After brokering historic peace deals from the Middle East to Eastern Europe, Trump was passed over for Venezuelan activist Maria Corina Machado. The announcement in Oslo drew applause, but for millions watching around the world, it felt like a mockery of actual peace. So why is the most successful peacemaker in modern history ignored by a committee that once honored Barack Obama for doing nothing? Well, maybe for like hope and rhetoric, I guess? I don't know. And what happens next changes everything for the committee, because if true peace no longer matters to Oslo, then maybe the Nobel Prize itself has lost its meaning. So tell me this in the comments. Do you guys think Nobel Committee has become a political organization? Drop your answers below. So let's go ahead and dig into what really happened in that room today. So my name is Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway, and I'm also a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And folks, we're a growing channel, so every comment, subscription, and like helps us grow. We're going to check this out. It's like footage of the Nobel Committee announcement in Oslo saying we award this honor to those who have courage and integrity. Completely taking a shot at Trump. Watch.
U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly said he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize and he'd like to have it. He even said that it would be an insult to the United States if he doesn't get it. What does as the chairman of the Nobel Peace Prize Committee, think of this, and how has this campaign-like activity by the president and his supporters, domestically and internationally, affected the deliberations and the thinking in the committee?
In the long history of the Nobel Peace Prize, I think this committee have seen any type of campaign, media attention. We receive thousands and thousands of letters every year of people wanting to say what for them leads to peace. This committee sits in a room filled with the portraits of all laureates, and that room is filled with both courage and integrity. So we base only our decision on the work and the will of Alfred Nobel.
I wonder how long it takes before that guy's Grindr account gets leaked online. So that statement sparked an immediate reaction around the world, because if ending 7 wars doesn't count as courage and integrity, then I don't know what does. The committee's decision to honor Machado instead of Trump shows how politics has infiltrated what was once the most respected award on earth. They gave the award to somebody who's promoting democracy in Venezuela. I don't need to say anything else on that one. But Trump's foreign policy record speaks for itself. No new major conflicts, expanded peace accords, and negotiations that diffuse long-standing regional rivalries. In August 2025, Trump oversaw a landmark agreement between Israel and Iran, something no president before him could achieve. That deal ended decades of proxy violence and opened economic trade routes that now benefit both sides. He also brokered ceasefires in, Gaza and helped Armenia-Azerbaijan and the conflict that had raged since the 1990s. So why ignore that record? Because the committee prefers politicians who align with their ideology rather than leaders who actually make peace. And I want you guys to remember, Barack Obama received a Nobel Prize before he even was sworn into office. Trump delivered results, and they look to others like they completely ignore his results. So do you guys believe the Nobel Prize still represents honor, or has it become a symbol of global elitism? And even the White House called this politics over peace. And analysts note that Ronald Reagan was also snubbed, while Mikhail Gorbachev won the Cold War's end. And the pattern is clear. When a conservative makes peace, the committee looks the other way. It's pretty obvious. And this is where it all changes. Trump doesn't need their approval. His peace legacy is documented in treaties and lives saved. He proved the strength creates stability, a concept global bureaucrats still do not understand. So if you got value from this update, please tap subscribe. My opinion is next. Man, this stuff, it makes me angry. It's like anything that conservatives or Republicans or anybody right-leaning tries to do something good, like we want to be strong, we want to do the right things, we want to stop wars, we want to be able to have the left, anybody who's on the political opposite of us, have the freedom to say whatever they want to say as long as it doesn't impede on other people's rights. And the Europeans, they just want to flood their borders with people from other countries, just like the Democrats do here. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm going to go into my close. So it says the Nobel Committee snub doesn't change the truth. Trump's record is unchallenged. He ended wars, brought enemies to the table, and restored America's strength without firing a shot. And that's what real peace looks like. When a committee rewards style over substance, it's the institution that loses credibility, not the man that they ignored. The Republic should never seek validation from global elites who mock her success. It should stand on its own principles of strength and freedom, which they do. The Nobel Peace Prize may have been designed to honor greatness, but this week it proved how deep its bias runs. And history is going to remember who actually made peace, and his name is Donald John Trump.